In today's video, we'll be looking at some of the best TikTok conspiracy theories that are out there in 2023.
So y'all know how Walmart's been mysteriously closing. This is an abandoned Walmart. Now what does this look like to y'all? This is an abandoned Walmart, a closed down Walmart.
That's a concentration camp.
What does it look like?
What's a conspiracy theory that you actually believe in?
Well, I think the moon's a hologram.
It's just not though, is it?
Ooh.
What's a conspiracy theory that you actually believe in?
Oh, definitely the time travel thing.
In what sort of way?
The future are watching us, so therefore all time all exists as one reality. So therefore the past, the future, and the now, I believe, are all happening at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
Yo,
Oh, that's
I
great. Thank
believe
you very
that
much.
too.
Thank you. Have a great day. What's a conspiracy theory that you actually believe in?
Well, it's obvious. People are lizards.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Well, the Queen, she's a lizard.
Okay, well, thank you.
This is a conspiracy theory I 100% believe in. So, in 2020, the reason the government put us into a lockdown is so they could change the batteries in the pigeons.
Right.
oh, birds aren't real.
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? Because they're all cameras.
That's a very good point.
The weirdest part is my dad has like pigeons as well, and even I've never seen a baby pigeon.
Very good point. Where do they go?
There's like a van driving around collecting them all.
Yeah, to make sure they don't get too wet.
Exactly.
What happened
That
to
would be
Mike
crazy.
DeGroy, the person who discovered a lake under the ocean and then just died? I found
remember
out
this
that
guy.
a few days after he was on the TV show called Alien Encounters, he was on his way to investigate the lake again, and before taking off, his helicopter randomly exploded. Here's the only picture I could find of the crash site. And I even read in an article that his family members even said after he took off, the plane immediately exploded. Like, what? The odds of a helicopter crashing is 9.84 crashes per 100,000 hours of flying.
Y'all think that's a coincidence? That's wild, right? Kind of reminds me of Kobe in a way. Whew. These conspiracies they're getting to me.
And the most common causes of helicopter crashes is like intoxicated drivers and improper training, but none like Mike DeGroy's incident. It's also really weird that no one can find the original documentary on Alien Encounters. It's like they took it away, like it vanished or something.
He found something
Anyway,
real.
all this sounds pretty weird to me. What do you guys think?
Have you ever heard of
What?
the everybody is dead theory?
All of us are dead? Or
No,
everyone?
everybody is dead theory.
I think
have you
I
heard
have,
about
but
that?
tell me.
So there's a theory.
Wait a minute. If everyone's dead, what does it mean to be living? Y'all let me know.
Right?
Yeah.
You know how the world was supposed to end in like 2012?
2012.
Everybody was like, oh fuck, we're gonna die, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a theory
Uh-huh.
that we actually all did die in 2012.
Yeah.
And life right now, right? You know how people say when they die, their life flashes before their eyes? But to them, it flashes and it's almost like they perceive time differently.
Oh, yeah.
So what if everybody died in 2012 and we're all experiencing life through a flash, right? But this flash feels like however long, 80 years, right?
Yeah.
But really, it's just happening within like a millisecond.
Yo, that's kind of like a dream, right? Like when you have a dream, you could fall asleep or doze off for like 30 seconds or a minute or so, right? And you'll be in a dream and feel like you were in that dream for 3 hours, 3 days even, right? And you wake up and it's only been 30 minutes. It's just crazy how time works, right? Within the mind.
1 second, yeah. And then somebody's like presses the button and we just all wake up
Yeah.
to nothing.
What's one conspiracy theory you believe?
So we're being run by rich families, basically.
Well, what's the family called?
You got the Kennedys, you got the Rothschilds.
That's it. The Rothschilds. Yeah.
Rothschilds.
So what, you believe that we are being run by them?
Oh, 100%. You can kind of see it. Say we've got choice in what we eat and stuff. Most of the corporations are all owned by the same people anyway.
I ain't got an opinion on it.
Oh, so it just depends how much he plays in me.
When I was a kid, I used to see these trails in the sky, and then you started to see a whole bunch of them. And the next thing you know, everybody in your neighborhood was fighting and arguing, and you didn't know why.
They out there right now.
And and you really didn't know why. I mean, everybody was fighting. So he...
Conspiracy theories that actually turned out to be true. Part 1. The horror of Project Sunshine.
Project Sunshine.
In the wake of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the U.S. government commenced a major study to measure the effects of nuclear fallout on the human body. The conspiracy. The government was stealing dead bodies to do radioactive testing. The truth. The government actually was stealing parts of dead bodies.
That's crazy.
They needed young tissue, so they recruited a worldwide network of agents to find recently deceased babies and children. They would then take samples and even limbs, each collected without notification or permission of the more than 1,500 grieving families. The world only woke up to the horrific scientific history of Project Sunshine half a century later. But there are still a lot of unexplained mysteries out there.
Facts.
Follow for part 2.
Hey guys, we're Dark Times, and here are 3 conspiracy theories you didn't know were true. Number 1. The conspiracy that some of the art we see in museums isn't real actually has some truth to it. A study by The Independent found 20% of art in museums is fake. And in some
I say more than 20%. I say almost all of it's fake. You know, they've distorted so much. It's crazy.
Artifacts are found to be fake or unreal. They're kept on display, either because it's a popular piece or they just use it as a visual representation of that era.
Number 2. The conspiracy theory that the government is spying on its citizens? Definitely true. News reports as far back as 2005 show that the NSA is spying on us, monitoring our phone calls and internet communication. This is Edward Snowden. In 2013, he blew the government surveillance program PRISM wide open, which is a secret espionage program run by the NSA. They use this program to monitor all of our digital communication.
Number 3. The conspiracy that secret societies, namely the Illuminati, run the government from behind the scenes might actually have some truth to it. Illuminati dates back to the 1700s. It was named the Bavarian Illuminati. The Illuminati was banned in 1785 by the Duke at that time, but they were able to commingle with the Freemasons, a group that's made up of a lot of powerful people.
What's really interesting? Go to your search bar and type in Illuminati backwards. It brings you right to the NSA website.
Exposing the dark side of Balenciaga's new campaign. The last one will give you goosebumps. Firstly, did you notice a child's drawing of a devil? It's identical to the drawing from Insidious. Then the Balenciaga tape with 2 A's. They spelled this incorrectly on purpose to spell Baal. Baal is actually a demon. Then the doll with a padlock around its neck. It's screaming demonic. And finally, this one will give you goosebumps. Notice the carpet. The carpet is in the exact same positioning and layout of an Ouija board. Now tell me something demonic's not going on. Comment below your thoughts on this.
Have you heard of the terrifying sleep theory?
No, but I'm terrified of sleeping anyway, so...
The theory is actually from a quote, and the quote says, "Most people agree dying in your sleep is the best way to go. It's peaceful, there's no signs of pain or torture. My grandma used to say that when you die in your sleep, angels carry you to heaven.
I've heard this.
But sometimes you get a clumsy angel and they drop you. Do you remember that time where you were having a dream and you suddenly woke up?"
Honestly, the amount... I think I mentioned it last night. The amount of times where you wake... Where you're asleep, and then all of a sudden you just go, whoa.
No, God,
that happens
angry,
all the time.
If there was a God, there would be a lightning strike in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, this is very concerning.
Here are some more of the craziest what-if theories. What if your birthmark is actually a clue of how you died in your past life? The location of the mark is where you got the scar when you got hurt and died. Well, I have a birthmark on the side of my thigh, and the only thing that goes there is an EpiPen. So did I die of a fucking allergic reaction? I swear. There are people that are labeled mentally unstable or crazy, but what if those people are actually living truthfully? They broke free, they see things we normal people cannot. What if they aren't crazy at all? I mean,
Yo, I got a theory on that too, like schizophrenic people. You know, you see them walking and they're talking to themselves on the street, and you're like, this person's crazy. Now, this person has access to see different things that you can't see, and these things are really there. Like the story of that violinist guy, this dude said he would see like blue and green people. I believe he was really seeing blue and green people who are out there, just in a different dimension, a different frequency or vibration that our brains can't access.
Absolutely batshit fucking crazy. And to be honest, some days I wake up and I choose to lie. So I don't know about this one. Mermaids are located in regions deep in the oceans where dolphins are found, and what if it explains why dolphins are the only aquatic animals that are fond of humans? Because they identify them as mermaid figures. I truly do not know if mermaids are fucking real, but this would explain it. And there's also tons of footage of possible mermaid sightings, so I would not be surprised.
Yo, they throw the dome in all type of
What they're
stuff.
trying to
Look
tell
at that.
y'all. It's crazy.
I think we went too high.
The dome.
I bet you didn't know about the Philadelphia
Subliminals.
experiment. On October 28th, 1943, the destroyer from the United States of America Navy, named the Eldridge, went from being anchored at a port to disappearing in a flash of light, then suddenly reappeared 500 kilometers north, then suddenly disappearing again and reappearing with a flash of light right at the port where it originally started. But there was a bunch of people on the ship, and they said when it reappeared, the men on the ship were in some different states. Some were literally embedded into the ship. Some were flipped inside out. All the surviving
These
ones had
people
extreme
phase
nausea,
shifting?
headaches. They couldn't really explain what was going on. Alfred Bilek claims to be one of the men from the ship. He swears it truly happened. He claims they catapulted for 6 months into the year of 2137, and then 2 years into 2749, and then they returned back home. He told many stories about the time travel, and said that his memory was fuzzy and a bit messed up from jumping through time. Now there's also a man named Morris K. Jessup. Morris received a strange letter from someone that claimed to be an eyewitness. They exchanged letters back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and with every letter they got crazier and crazier. He said the Navy was experimenting with dangerous and uncontrollable techniques of teletransportation, using giant coils created by Nikola Tesla, which were originally built as defense against Nazi submarines. Morris sent all these documents and letters and writings of his own to the Navy, but they quickly claimed they had no idea what he was talking about.
Yo, this blowing my mind.
Oh, and also, they said some of the sailors were still lost in the time-space continuum, and those who survived were put under hypnosis so they couldn't remember what happened. So what do you think? Is it real or an elaborate conspiracy theory?
Yo, do y'all believe in time travel? Is it real? Are people stuck in a space-time continuum out here? I don't know. It's crazy to think of, right? These are some of the most crazy TikTok conspiracy theories that I've found on the internet. If you like the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.